There is a quiet discomfort many people experience. It is rarely articulated. You try something for the first time, a skill, a subject, a form of effort, and part of it feels oddly familiar, not easy, not mastered, just already known. At the same time, something else feels different, equally new, equally unfamiliar, yet resistant, heavy, almost foreign. This creates confusion, and modern explanations rarely settle it. Talent feels too vague. Practice feels incomplete. Genetics feels insufficient. Because the real question is not about performance. It is something simpler. If I have never done this before, why does my mind respond as if it already has? This is not a video about becoming talented. It is about clarifying what talent refers to and what it does not. We usually explain talent in simple terms. Some people are naturally gifted, some are more disciplined, some are wired differently. These explanations are not wrong, but they stop at the surface. They describe outcomes, they do not describe experience, they do not explain why effort feels different. Two people apply equal effort under identical conditions. One feels at home in the process, the other feels like they are pushing themselves, not toward difficulty, but against themselves. Ease and resistance appear early. Before success, before failure, something deeper is being described, but it remains unnamed. The discomfort does not come from missing data. It comes from mismatch. We are taught to believe everything begins from zero. New life, new mind, new tendencies. But everyday experience contradicts this. Children show strong inclinations early, before training, before exposure. Fears arise without clear causes. Abilities surface without deliberate cultivation. These are not anomalies. They are signals. Signals that the starting point is not neutral, and that idea unsettles us. Notice something quietly obvious. A person can be skilled in one domain and remarkably immature in another. Intelligence does not guarantee wisdom. Ability does not ensure clarity. If development were uniform, this would not happen. But refinement is selective. One channel of the mind becomes conditioned. Others remain relatively untouched. Talent is not total development. It is specialization. There are experiences we recognize privately, but explain away publicly. Meeting someone and feeling immediate familiarity, avoiding something without knowing why, learning curves that feel remembered, not constructed. These reactions come before reasoning. They are not conscious memories. They do not announce themselves as the past. They simply pull, like reaching for a light switch. In a room you believe you have never entered, and finding it exactly where expected. Something new, before thought arrived. Vedanta makes a precise distinction here. Sometimes the mind creates a new direction. Sometimes it recognizes an old one. Both involve effort, but the inner friction differs. When effort feels natural, the mind continues a familiar movement. When effort feels heavy, the mind carves a new path. Ease is not achievement. Struggle is not failure. They describe memory, not value. Vedanta begins with a quiet assumption. The body is new, the mind is not. What carries forward is not memory, it is tendency. These tendencies are called saṁskāras. A saṁskara is an imprint, left by experience and response, not just what happened, but how the mind moved. Repeated movement deepens grooves. Some fade, some remain latent. They do not speak, they guide. Karma in this view is not reward or punishment. It is causality stored as structure. The same situation appears differently because impressions interpret first, like lenses worn so long they feel invisible. This understanding removes two distortions. The first is superiority. Talent is not proof of a special self. It is momentum from previous motion. The second is inadequacy. Difficulty is not evidence of deficiency. It often signals new ground forming. Neither ease nor struggle defines what you are. They describe the condition of the mind, not the nature of the self. Vedanta is clear. The self does not evolve. It does not improve. It does not accumulate talent. Only the mind does. This perspective is often misunderstood. It is not fatalism. Continuity is not destiny. It is not mysticism. Nothing supernatural is required, and it is not a hierarchy of worth. Different minds carry different structures, not different value. The danger lies elsewhere. Confusing familiarity with truth or resistance with error. Both are movements of memory. So talent is not a mystery. It is not magic. It is not identity. It is memory, not of events, but of direction. The question quietly changes, not why am I talented, not why am I not, but something simpler. What is the mind continuing, and what is it encountering for the first time? That recognition alone clarifies more than answers ever could.